In this video, we're breaking down how OpenAI, Microsoft, the UAE, and Yahoo are reshaping control over AI, from scientific work and custom chips to open models and search. This week, for announcements made one thing impossible to ignore: AI is no longer competing only at the model level. The real battle is shifting to control layers. Who controls how knowledge is produced? Who controls the hardware that runs intelligence? Who controls openness and transparency? And who becomes the interface between humans and information? For years, AI progress was measured by parameter counts and benchmark scores. Bigger models, higher numbers, better charts, but that era is slowly ending. What matters now is where AI lives, how it's used, and how tightly it's woven into real-world workflows. That's why this week matters. OpenAI didn't just release a model, it embedded AI into scientific writing itself. Microsoft didn't just talk about AI, it rewired the economics of running it. The UAE didn't just open source a model, it challenged who gets to define openness. And Yahoo didn't just tweak search, it questioned how answers should be delivered in an AI-first world. These aren't features, they're positioning moves. Let's start with OpenAI, because this one quietly targets one of the most conservative, high-trust domains on Earth: science, development. OpenAI Prism. When AI becomes part of scientific thinking, OpenAI just launched Prism, a brand new AI-native workspace designed specifically for scientists, and it's free for anyone with a standard chat account. Prism runs on GPT 5.2, which OpenAI positions as its most advanced model so far for mathematical and scientific reasoning. But Prism isn't just a writing tool, and it's definitely not just chat with LaTeX. What OpenAI is really doing here is changing where scientific reasoning happens today. The scientific workflow is deeply fragmented. A researcher might draft text in one editor, compile LaTeX in another, read prior work in PDFs, manage citations, separately sketch equations on a whiteboard, and then open a chat tool for help. Every tool lives in its own silo. Every context switch forces the researcher to mentally reload assumptions, notation, and intent. That friction doesn't just slow people down, it shapes how they think. Prism is designed to collapse all of that into a single environment. It's a cloud-based, LaTeX-native workspace where writing, equations, figures, citations, revisions, and collaboration all happen together, with GPT 5.2 embedded directly inside the project. That embedding is the key. Instead of pasting snippets into a chat window, the AI can see the full document structure, previous definitions and assumptions, equation chains and dependencies, the reference graph, and how arguments evolve across sections. This gives the model something most AI tools lack: global context. With that, Prism can do more than generate text. It can help refine arguments while respecting earlier constraints. It can identify inconsistencies between sections. It can suggest alternative formulations of equations without breaking notation. It can surface related research while staying anchored to the current manuscript. This is closer to assisted reasoning than text generation. Prism also targets the unglamorous but brutal time sinks of academic work. Handwritten equations or rough diagrams can be turned directly into LaTeX. Whiteboard sketches can become publication-ready figures using GPT-5.2's visual reasoning. The AI can refactor equations for clarity, propagate citation changes across the entire document, and make direct in-place edits instead of producing detached text blocks. That matters because in technical writing, small mechanical tasks often consume disproportionate time. Collaboration is another major pillar. Prism supports unlimited collaborators and projects fully cloud-based. No local LaTeX installations, no package version conflicts, no emailing drafts back and forth. Multiple authors can work simultaneously. Edits, comments, and revisions appear in real time. There's even optional voice-based editing for quick adjustments without breaking writing flow. OpenAI says Prism builds on a platform they acquired called Crixit, a mature cloud LaTeX environment. But Prism is fundamentally different. Crixit was a tool. Prism is an AI-native workspace. Kevin Weil, OpenAI's VP of Science, framed the shift very clearly. 2025 was about AI transforming software engineering. 2026 is shaping up to be about AI transforming science. He compared Prism to tools like Cursor or Windsurf in coding, where the real breakthrough isn't the model itself, but how deeply it's integrated into the workflow, and the data backs this direction, OpenAI says. ChatGPT already receives around 8.4 million messages per week related to advanced hard science topics, physics, math, biology, and more. That volume suggests something important. Researchers aren't just experimenting with AI anymore, they're relying on it. We're already seeing early signals in mathematics. AI-assisted systems have contributed to progress on long-standing ERDI's problems by combining literature review with novel applications of existing techniques. Some results remain debated, but they're widely viewed as early proof that AI can participate meaningfully in formal reasoning. A statistics paper published in December used GPT 5.2 Pro to establish new proofs for a foundational axiom, with humans mainly guiding, verifying, and validating the results. That division of labor is crucial. OpenAI is very careful not to frame Prism as AI doing science. The messaging is acceleration, not replacement. Humans ask the questions. Humans judge correctness. AI helps explore, test, iterate, and refine faster than before. Prism is free right now for individual chat users. Enterprise, education, and higher-powered features are expected later, likely behind paid tiers, but the strategic signal is already obvious. OpenAI isn't just building models. They're positioning themselves as the default environment where scientific thinking happens, and once AI becomes embedded at that level, switching away becomes very hard. So when you step back and look at all of this together, a clear pattern emerges. OpenAI isn't just building smarter models anymore. It's embedding AI directly into how science is produced. Microsoft isn't just scaling AI, it's rewriting the economics of running intelligence itself. The UAE isn't just releasing an open model, it's making a geopolitical play for transparency and sovereignty. And Yahoo isn't just reviving search, it's betting that answers, not links, are the future. These moves are happening at different layers, but they all point in the same direction. The next phase of AI competition isn't about who has the biggest model, it's about who controls the stack, the workflow layer, the hardware layer, the openness layer, and the interface layer. That's why this moment matters. Once AI becomes deeply embedded into scientific work, cloud infrastructure, national strategy, and everyday information access, switching costs rise and power consolidates. And we're only at the beginning of that transition. What we're watching right now isn't just product launches. It's the early shape of how knowledge will be created, validated, and distributed over the next decade. Some players are trying to own the tools. Some are trying to own the infrastructure. Some are trying to own the rules. And whoever gets those layers right won't just lead AI. They'll define how the rest of us interact with intelligence itself. That's it for this one. Drop your take in the comments. I read them all. If you found this useful, hit like. Subscribe if you haven't already. More shifts are coming fast.